Conspiracy theories are continuing to spread online after the third assassination attempt on President Trump.
When something seems too perfect, people, they don't believe in it. And Donald Trump now again gets victimized by an alleged would-be assassin in front of the perfect witnesses, the press.
There are 16 seasons of MasterChef. And it's so good when you don't want to watch the news about fake assassination attempts or what they're calling an assassination attempt.
These people are crazy. This, as the debate grows over if social media platforms and AI companies should be held accountable for what people say online. Here to discuss is the author of the Tech Exit and fellow at the Ethics and Public Policy Center, Claire Morrell, and criminal defense attorney and Fox News contributor Josh Ritter. Josh, I mean, obviously there's the free speech thing, but when you're trafficking, especially for foreign governments, which we're finding a lot of these bots and AI-generated things, is there any legal protection for that?
Well, I think it's important to understand that this is all in part and parcel of the same problem. We're talking about people who are trafficking in misinformation and lies, and those same people are encouraging the kind of violence that we saw just a couple of nights ago. When you have a person whose manifesto is full of lies and misinformation, they're getting that from somewhere. And that misinformation and lies is coming from the people that you just showed in the clips leading up to the discussion we're having right now. These are people who are out of one side of their mouth saying, you know, let's stop the violence, let's stop the rhetoric, and out of the other side of their mouth are promoting conspiracy theories like this was some sort of false flag operation. The problem becomes is where do you draw the line and how do you stop any of it? Well, we've seen what they did with the former FBI director in bringing charges where they feel that he is promoting violence. But what do you do in situations where people can more solidly stand behind the idea that they're invoking their own or exercising their own rights to free speech? Allowing that to be regulated by the social media companies we've seen in the past has led to great problems. So it leaves us in a situation where there might not be any clear answers.
You know, Claire, we just played that clip of, you know, Dems, Rosie O'Donnell, Joy Behar, clear misinformation here. And then Congressman Jamie Raskins had this to say. He said, you know, right-wing media is filled with all kind of conspiracy theories lately about how President Trump's first assassination attempt was phony and fake. This is going to fuel all that stuff, I'm sure. I mean, making it a partisan issue, the misinformation, does this issue a disservice because you can't properly control it if you don't understand the threats on both sides here.
No, that's absolutely right. And listen, there's a poll that said 46% of Democrats believed that the Trump assassination attempt in Butler, Pennsylvania was staged and was a hoax. So these are not, it's not a partisan issue. The problem is just that misinformation, conspiracy theories, fake news tends to spread very easily on social media. Their algorithms promote the most extreme, the most sensational content. But as Josh was saying, there's no clear legal solution to this because misinformation is protected speech and there is no legal requirement for companies, social media platforms to remove this. And so really the best solutions that we have is user awareness and keeping kids off social media. We need to, as users, not believe everything we see or read online, but vet that against credible sources of information, diversify our sources of news. We should not get all of our information from social media, but read the newspaper, watch the news, and then keep our children off social media. It is hard for young brains to discern between truth and error. And it's far too easy for a child, out of curiosity, to linger on a post or a video and quickly get sucked into these dangerous rabbit holes and echo chambers online. And we see this. It's too easy for young people to become radicalized online, like the Charlie Kirk assassin. So this is just not a safe environment for our children to be getting their information from social media.
I mean, the adults are being radicalized. The adults don't know truth from fiction. You can only imagine what the children are going through. Claire, Josh, thanks so much for joining the program this morning.
Thank you so much.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.